Shalom, my name is Yehoshua Yaakov, and this video is being made from Jerusalem. Shalom to Barack Obama and his hosts, his audience in Greenville, North Carolina. Hi, y'all. I'm Yehoshua Yaakov, an American citizen. I lived for 22 years in Jerusalem, and I didn't mean any offense by saying Shalom or Hello, y'all, because I remember being greeted that way many, many times in North Carolina, but that's many years ago. Okay. Barak says the problem is politics don't work, and that's true in Washington, but the reason is far more important why they don't work. The problem, the things that I'm going to say, you've not heard, but you might as well hear them because you're going to be hearing them for the rest of your life. And Barak, you're the one who has to do something about it. Okay. So first, the problem that was exile of men and mankind has ended. So therefore, exile of men and mankind is no longer the problem, and that explains why Washington doesn't deliver and is gridlocked, and the cynicism and the political system that doesn't work. All of those descriptions are correct, but they're symptoms of a deeper problem. Man and mankind's exile was emphasis added the deeper problem. It's ended. And the model, anthropologic, sociologic, psychologic model was giving to receive. And in that model was called the local reality. It collapsed beginning in 1991, and subsequently in 1992 and 1995 and 2001 and 2003 and 2004, and there's a lot of evidence of the collapse of local reality around the world. I won't go into the details of that. I will simply say that the problem that was, again, man's exile is no longer. It is now denial of the end of man's exile. Why is that the problem? Because when we're in denial, it blocks our ascent, the ascent of man to inhabit the quantum reality, or in particular redemption. When exile ends, we're supposed to ascend and inhabit the redemption, but we're blocked, and we're blocked by the denial. Okay, that's the problem. That's the real problem. That's the problem not only in America but around the world. And interestingly, Israel, in particular, when Israel ends the denial, so too will man and mankind around the world into denial. So that's the big problem. Okay. And I'm wrestling and dealing with that and addressing that, and all of us are. But that's what I work on, and we all have to work on it. We have to work on ourselves and help our families, our community, our nation. Okay, so having said that, the particular problem that America needs a solution to, and Americans, is the economy, and jobs, jobs. Okay, after the collapse of the local reality around the globe, the solution is as I said, the quantum reality and redemption. And the model of that is Humanomics. I'm the author of Humanomics. It's a trilogy. It comprises a cognitive behavioral science first principle, receiving to give, and a new economic paradigm, the integration of labor. The latter is the beef. That's where the payoff comes. And, Barak bet on America believing in itself, and that was a very smart bet. And I'm constantly getting criticized tremendously for supporting Barack Obama. They're saying, "Oh, you're a world-class scientist, a didactic scientist. You've written, you're the author of Humanomics and your science, the cognitive behavioral first principle, and the economic side, the new economic paradigm. What are you doing supporting Barack Obama? He's his superficial, his change we can believe in, and you teach change we can inhabit." And you deliver these things. Well, I say, he's 45. Give him a chance. By the time he's 50, the time he's 55, he'll probably be one of the greatest leaders in the world. Okay, so give him a chance to. Anyway, I'm old enough to be his father, your father, Barak. But that said, the people of Greenville want to know where are those jobs going to come from. So the new economic paradigm is what Barak is going to get some help from the DNC. The platform committee is going to package and present it as the campaign strategy, the central organizing principle, get President Obama elected. First day in office, he's going to make a new national platform for the nation, the national platform, and the central organizing principle of that platform will be the development and implementation of the new economic paradigm, which will be sought from the Congress and mandated in law, because it will require $4 to $5 trillion of supply-side investment. But it's got a pretty nice payback. It'll take us from 14 trillion gross domestic product presently to somewhere between 45 and 50 trillion within 20 years with no national debt. That's a very smart investment. So therefore what? Oh, it will also, by the end of the first year, it will be creating sustainable domestic content jobs at the rate of 1,000, at the end of 12 months. I'm going over in my mind the macros from the econometric models. At the end of year one, it'll be creating tens of thousands of sustainable domestic content jobs, and this rate of new jobs being coming online will continue through years 11 and 12 until there is full employment. And I am not talking about what economists call full employment, which is 4% unemployment. I'm talking about a 000 full employment, redefined in an entirely new time series that has to be redefined in relation to the transformation of the structure of the economy. It'll make Israel also. It'll make America, the U.S. economy, the most competitive in the world, and not insignificantly, a very significant amount of the science and technology necessary to develop this will come from Israel, simply because I live here for the last 22 years, and it's been developed here. But I'm an American citizen. I'm not an Israeli citizen. I have no dual citizenship, but I live here and I'm an American citizen. In fact, I used to be Michael O'Donnell before I was Yehoshua. Anyway, we wish the people of Greenville blessings and success, and Barack Obama in particular, and Michelle and the girls. We bless you in Kabel B'Shvilatet in Hebrew. That's receiving to give. Receiving what? Receiving the authentic you. To give the authentic you to who? To you. To your wife, to your children, your family, your community, your nation. This is the model of redemption, and this is where we are. And I don't say this in any way to be arrogant, but it's apparent from the few weeks, the thousands and thousands of emails and viewers and so on and so forth. Without going into the details, it appears there will be millions of views and tens of millions, and that someone said you're going to be more listened to than Barack Obama, and I said, God forbid that I should have such a situation to deal with. But having said that, it doesn't really matter. What matters, most importantly, is that we listen, and that we comprehend the meaning of the collapse of the local reality, the end of man and mankind's exile, and that we act accordingly to awaken, atone, restore, and heal ourselves by deconstruction, deprogramming, restoration, and healing. Those are the subsequent processes of responding to the normative ascent of man and mankind in the post-collapse of the local reality that is receiving to give. Giving to receive is finished. This is the context of the change in the world. This is the context in which the new economic paradigm will be developed and implemented, because the context model is Humanomics, which is the East-West convergence model. The new economic paradigm operates within that. So that's what's going to be developed and implemented. It's a win-win situation in America. I thank you very, very much for listening, and we bless you again and receive it to give from Jerusalem. And be well. And you'll hear more and see more about all of this in the future. Thank you again to Greenville, North Carolina.